I just want to know why you're twerking in a thong in Timberland boots. What's up, YouTube fam? It's your favorite girl, Jay Shark, coming back to you with yet another funny reaction video. Today I am going to be reacting to Rachman Blake. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Don't crucify me if it's not. But this stand-up segment is called My First Time Dating a Big Woman. However, before we get right into this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell, and follow your favorite girl on Instagram at jshara with an H at the end. Let's get into it.
And I ended up getting off all the dating apps. This is when I lived in San Francisco. Now, I got off all the apps, I stopped going out, and I stopped partying, but I didn't want to die alone. So I started to look for other ways to meet women without actually leaving my house.
I just can't do dating apps, bro.
Like I just hang out the window like, hey, hey girl, hey! Why don't you swipe right? So I did some Googling, and there's a service called It's Just Lunch. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of this. I think it's just out of business at the moment, but a few years ago it was around, and what they do is they'll set you up on blind dates.
That's
you get
cute.
12 a year, but you're not allowed to see your date. You just have to tell your preferences, and then your love agent will set you up.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Now, I'm ashamed to tell you how much I paid for this service, but I did the calculations. Like if you pay for Tinder Premium and then you go out for drinks and gas and food and all that stuff, it comes out to a few $1,000s a year dating. And this service costs a few $1,000s a year. It costs $1,600, and I put a $800 down, right? And people are like, good-looking guy like you. I know, good-looking, intelligent, humble, just like me, and I still struggle with this stuff, right? So I put the $800 down. I go to see my love agent, and I tell her exactly what I'm looking for. I was like, I want a woman who's a little bit shorter, smaller than me, because women like guys who are taller and bigger than them, so they feel nice and safe. And she's like, perfect. We have a very fit girl. We'll send her your way. It's going to be amazing. And then what happens is you go to a restaurant, and the restaurant's in on it. So you tell the restaurant you're there for It's Just Lunch, and then they seat you with your guests, right? It's just awkward as hell. And I walk into this restaurant called Il Fornaio in Palo Alto, California. And I'm like, I'm here. Hi. It's just lunch. And they're like, oh, your date's here already. We'll send her over. And I kind of like lean in, like, is she cute? And they said, she's here, and we'll send her right over. So I go to the bar, and I'm just texting, my friends. I was like, F my life. How did I get to this point? What am I doing?
That is hella awkward.
And all these other gorgeous people on dates. I'm like, oh, the fuck these people. I hate them. And then I hear her come over. I feel a presence next to me. And I turn and I look. And she was about twice the size of me. She's a big girl. But it's okay. Because I rehearsed on what to say in the situation.
Oh gosh.
And I said, hi. How's it going? She says, hello. Her name was Stacy. We sit down, I order the chicken. She orders a chicken.
Stop.
A full chicken.
Stop.
And she eats the whole thing. She doesn't take a breath. Just That's when I knew I liked her. Because I go on dates with so many skinny girls. They'll get a kale salad, 2 croutons, 3 bites. They're like, I'm full of big leaves. But this bitch did not give a fuck. She was eating. Like it was her job. And she was hilarious. She's Brazilian. She had all this charisma and personality. I never would have dated her if it wasn't for this damn service, helping me get over myself. I was like, I like this girl. I want this to continue further. And so I started making conversation. It's like, what do you do for a living? And she said she's a curved model. It's a curved model? I love how women can call themselves curvy. Men can't do that, I'm curvy. You're just a fat bastard.
Yo, fat ass.
You can't be curvy as a guy. She's curvy. Brazilian, curvy, sexy. So I had a few plans set up just in case the date was going well. I had, round 2, step 2 on the date. And I told her, I never did this before on a date, but I was recommended that we go to a male strip show. 50 Shades of Men, you can look it up, right? Yeah, they were in town touring, right? And so I go, and we show up to this place, she's all for it. She's like, I love this idea. And we get there, and my plan immediately backfires. Because I've been to strip shows where there's women on stage, men in the audience, and the men are generally well-behaved. I went to a male strip show.
And the women were hollering, huh?
Women in the audience. You act like fucking savages. Completely unacceptable. And there were 700 women in this theater that used to be a church. And you walk in, and there's this dude on stage, this tall black dude, and his name was Shadow. And his name was Shadow. And all these women are screaming with that yell. You know the yell. Only the yell that you hear when there's a naked man on stage. And it's a yell that seems to have evolved through thousands of generations. So that when other women hear the yell, they descend from the forest to see what's happening. That yell, you know the... It's terrifying! I looked on stage, I'm like, what the f is happening? And then, you know, all I see is this dude just bouncing up and down with his dick out, just bouncing.
Ew.
Like when you hit pause on Super Mario Brothers, this is what he's doing. And his dick's out, and he's naked, and he's good looking, so they're like, you're so talented! So
she had a
like,
ball.
let's go to the front. I'm like, oh. She grabs me and I'm following behind her like a little kid. And she's a plus size girl, so she's just knocking bitches out the window and shit. We get to the front, the guy's like,
oh, hell no.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy, you know that song?
I would not go there with my man.
And then what happens is to make their money, the guys gotta give the lap dances. So they sound a horn. And then 15 dudes just come down and start giving lap dances, including Shadow. They all look like Marvel superhero characters and shit. I'm feeling all insecure. Stacy is her name. She goes to the VIP section. There's a rope there. She didn't give a f. She just walks over.
Damn. She said, fuck you.
And it's just chaos, so the bouncers can't do anything and shit. And so she's like, come on. So I jump over there, and she's like, I want Shadow. I was like, you want me to get him? She's like, yeah. And he's mid lap dance, so I have to like walk up to this guy, and he's trying to do his jockstrap ass hanging out. I was like, hi, Mr. Shadow. Hi, big fan of your work. When you're done, the girl I'm with, she wants to lap dance too. And he's like, that'll be $3. I was like, 3? Dude, here's 10. Get your life together. Come on, Shadow. Let's go. Come on, Shadow. I drag Shadow over to Stacy. He starts dancing in front of her, right?
Ew.
And then he picks her up. She's like 200 pounds. Picks her up like this. And he just starts going in between her legs. And she's hilarious, mind you. So she grabs his hat and then she says, save a horse, ride a Negro. And I'm like, I'm in tears. I don't know what to do, so I'm just standing there filming like a proud parent, you know? Just,
oh, hell no.
My girl. Go, Stacy. Have fun. So I'm like, if I don't get her out of here, I'm pretty sure she's gonna f Shadow. So we drag her out of the place, and we get back to her apartment, and it's on. What's about to happen? But she doesn't have a bed. She just moved in. She got an IKEA bed. It's half put together. So while she's in the bathroom, I thought, I'm gonna put her bed together. I wait till the water goes on, right? So I'm trying to look at the directions, but it's IKEA. Then what the f? You know, just left with a bunch of screws, chuck them under there, put the mattress down. She doesn't even notice. She comes out. Oh, beautiful red robe, matching red bra, panties, red high heels, caramel skin, brown hair, blonde highlights, voluptuous, curvy. Oh.
If this fucking bed breaks, I swear.
She's in the dirty talk. I'm not. She's like, you ready to do this? And I'm like, yeah. You ever been with a big girl? No.
He's
I
funny.
love it. I said, okay. You know why? Everything feels like a titty. Stomach titty, hamstring titty, calf titty, neck titty, eyeball titty. Nice. It's like fucking on a waterbed. Like, oh, yeah.
Now that's crazy.
So we start to go for it. She had a strapless bra, my favorite. So I go behind her, undo that clasp, and the bra went. Hit her cat. Titties came out like airbags. Big ass nipples the size of compact discs. Not CDs, compact discs.
Stop.
I was in heaven. We start doing that shit against the wall. I'm bringing my medium dick. Not every black guy lives up to that stereotype. And I'm hitting that shit. And she says, harder! So I put on my Nikes for more traction. That's what good sex looks like. And she hasn't come yet, so I thought, what would Shadow do? So I turn her around. I squat down.
Oh, God.
I grab her by the legs. I pick her up. And I put that bitch right back down. And just let her get on top instead. Because when women get on top, that's when they come. Only problem is, they don't give a fuck about the guy anymore. The man just becomes a human meat sled for her to ride. They don't give a fuck about the guy anymore. The man just becomes a human meat sled for her to ride. She doesn't give a fuck about your feelings or your emotions or how your day went or that Bitcoin dropped 50% in value. She doesn't give a fuck. She's in a different world. She's even surprised to see a human down there. Like, she's riding you. She's like, what the fuck are you doing here? Just gets a pillow, put it right in your face. You shut up. It's my time. Who runs the world? I do. You shut up. You don't care about us at all. And then you start flipping your hair around. And do you think that's sexy? Because from the bottom, it's terrifying. It's real scary. You don't know what you fucking look like. Like, your hair starts flipping around, and you just be like, and then it covers your face, and you think that's sexy. You ever see that movie, The Ring? Okay.
That's what I'm really
This is you
thinking
on
about.
top of It's real fucking scary.
They're cracking up.
So she hasn't come yet, and I thought, all right, I'll go down on her. I don't really know what I'm doing, though, you know? Every vagina is different, you know? And women, you don't give us any help at all. You just open up your legs, you're like, let's see what you got, buddy. And he's down there trying his hardest, like, and you're just up there like, can't wait to tell Karen about this. I'll just go down on her. I mean, the thing is, you go down on a woman, I sort of know what I'm doing. But when they're about to come, she was. You only have a few seconds to get out of there when it happens. So you feel the trembling beneath, and she was there, vibrating like a roller coaster. Or like a laundry machine on the spin cycle. And I knew it was coming, but I couldn't leave because I wanted her, because if you leave too early, you might lose it. And you have to start all over again. You'll be there for 7 years. So you gotta stay. And I stayed, knowing that I was putting my life in danger. And she came, and she clamped down like a bear trap. Everything went dark. And I'm tapping like a mixed martial artist. She doesn't watch sports, so she doesn't know what the fuck that means. And she opens up her legs and like ejects me like a cassette tape. And I came to like Tom Hanks in Saving Private Ryan when he's on the beach, like.
He is stupid.
She says, it's your turn. She's like, you're gonna come in 3 minutes. I was like, no one's ever given me a deadline before. She's on top, twerking and going crazy and shit. And then it happened, just. Her bed broke.
That's the first video, and this is the first time I've ever heard of him. He literally just came up on my recommendations. No one even recommended him, but I'm so happy that I've encountered Rachman Blake. I hope I'm totally not butchering his name, but he's super funny to me. I look forward to watching more videos of him. But we're gonna rewind back to the male strip club. I don't know, like, I've obviously gone to strip clubs before, living in Vegas or just traveling in general. I've been to a few. I've dabbled and dabbled in those clubs before. However, I've never been to an all-male strip club. Honestly, it really just does not excite me. I know, what's that one movie called with the white male strippers with Channing? I forget the name of that freaking movie, but women all around the world went crazy. Magic Mike. Women all around the world went crazy for that shit. And I'm just like, this is just not it. I don't know. It's just something about male strippers that are so super cringe to me. I don't know, maybe it's just like, I just want to know why you're twerking in a thong in Timberland boots. Like, that's just does not scream sexy to me at all. Maybe if, like, and I know that's not the attire for all male, like they kind of dress it up. I've seen in movies and online, like they cosplay as like firefighters, and that's a bit more sexier to me. But I don't know, a man twerking his penis in my face really, like I said, just does not scream sexy and appealing and does not make me aroused. I'm sorry. Like, I'm picturing it now and you just popping your shit in my, like, I'm sorry. That is just not it. Like, it'll get me out of here. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's different if I've seen it up close and personal and, you know, I was just feeling the environment and maybe had a drink or 2 or 4. Because I don't know. If you're watching this, do not give me tickets to a show like that. All right? Like, I don't know. And then another thing, like when women have their bachelorette parties and stuff like that, I don't think I want male strippers or strippers in general. Like, yeah, I just don't want male strippers. But yeah, that is yeah, that's just not for me. But as far as that comedian, he was funny. I don't know what I expected. I think because I watch such comedians who don't give a fuck how harsh their delivery is, I was expecting his jokes to be a bit more direct, a bit more harsh, a bit more negative or derogative. But I don't know, I feel like it was still respectful. Like, he really didn't put people down. Like, it was just good, clean, okay, I won't say clean fun or clean funny, but that was funny in a positive way. Like, that was a really funny segment that I watched, and I look forward to watching more of his videos. However, if you guys enjoyed that reaction, be sure to give me a beautiful thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell, and also follow your favorite girl on Instagram at jshar with an H at the end. You all know that I love you. You love yourself 10 times more. Have a beautiful day or night in this amazing world. Ciao.